Kelly Basin on Macquarie Harbour. Following the discovery of a rich copper deposit in the late 1890s, the North Mount Lyell Company hurriedly established smelters at Crotty at the foot of Mount Jukes and a railway through difficult country to Kelly Basin, where the town of Pillinger looked set to become one of the major ports in Tasmania. The company built brickworks, a sawmill, elaborate wharf and rail facilities, along with 4 hotels and a church to cater for the population of 800. But technical problems in the smelting process meant the company could not operate at a profit, and after some intense deliberations, the directors of the North Mount Lyell Company and the Mount Lyell Company recommended a merger. A blend of ores from each side of the mountain, one rich in sulphur and one lacking, meant a much more efficient smelting process. In May 1903, only 2.5 years after a green and gold Avonside locomotive hauled its first load up from Kelly Basin to Linda Valley, the towns and railway became redundant. People simply walked out of their houses, leaving behind many possessions. The railway closed in the 1920s. These views of Pillinger from near the quarry show in the distance the Brickyards jetty. Along the shoreline to the left is the settlement near Bailey Hill. The main wharf and warehouses are visible in the centre of the picture, and nearby is Lynch's Hotel. The 2 main streets visible, Salisbury and Wavertree in the foreground, lead approximately 1 kilometre out to the open buttongrass country overlooking Farm Cove. In November 1988, Winston revisited Kelly Basin, and these are his impressions.
Well, I am rather tired tonight. I left my car near the Bird River Bridge about 7 o'clock this morning, and with the extra video equipment my bag weighed 70 pounds. I think the greatest disappointment today was not being able to have my usual cup of tea when I arrived. The bay was too salty this time. Otherwise, everything else has gone according to plan. I've been to the brickyards and just settling down for the night here now. Not sure how much sleep I'll get because the rats are becoming active. Tomorrow morning, weather permitting, I'll be up early to try and record the dawn chorus. And then I'll walk out Salisbury Street to the cemetery. And on the way back, I plan to go into the Botanical Gardens area. It's certainly nice to be back here. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your look around Kelly Basin. Yes, I arrived at the bay just about there, down the old railway line, to the Brickyards jetty, and that's where you saw the old railway carriage, the old chimney. Then I went up into the brickyards themselves, the couple of kilns there. There are many more there. I didn't go too far. You saw the main ones, the old boiler. And then I continued on around the bay past the fuchsia bush. I didn't spend too much time there. I have other times. Been many people digging the place over for bottles. Bailey Hill was a famous point for photographing the main town, but the bush is just so dense there that it's impossible getting a good shot. I did my best. And then round the bay to the hut, and I'll be staying here the second night now. The railway wharf, we saw that. You saw the railway truck with a tree growing through it there. And this morning I pushed my way out through the bush here and picked up Salisbury Street and followed it almost dead straight line through the bush, as you saw many obstacles, along to where various old bottle dumps, and out of the out of the dense bush, out into the open, and up around the hill, past the quarry to the cemetery. It's not clearly visible there, you'll see it on the other map. And then I returned, just had a cup of tea. This afternoon I'll go and have a look for the holly bush and the hydrangea, various other things in this area here. This is a map that I drew based on the town plan, and once again you can see the hut here, railway station. I'll go and look for that later, look for the platform, and this is where I went this morning, out along through here. I took a look in the Botanical Gardens Reserve this morning, you may have seen that, and nearby there was a school reserve marked out, police station, and the church is about there, we think. The cemetery was up around the corner there. So it's goodbye now from the main wharf, Kelly Basin, 1988.
Long time ago, 80 years or more, this was the lifeline of North Isle. From the other side of Crotty to the town of Pillinger was a great thing, the Kelly Basin line. With the roaring of the Nora River right alongside, everywhere smelled of yew and pine. We were rolling along, singing a song, travelling on the Kelly Basin line. Sun comes shining through, burns up on the hill, sound of a whistle in the bush. Around the forest corner, here comes a great steam train, travelling on the Kelly Basin line. With the roaring of the Nora River right alongside, everywhere the smell of yew and pine. We were rolling along, singing a song, travelling on the Kelly Basin line. Great change was coming to the people of the West. The rain, cold and snow, these things had been endured. But who was to know it had all been in vain? The end was near for the Kelly Basin line. Now she lays in tatters with signs everywhere of toil, sweat and struggle by those sturdy men back then. But the forest had its way and has taken back its land. It's a memory, the Kelly Basin line. With the roaring of the Nora River right alongside, everywhere the smell of yew and pine. We were rolling along, singing a song, travelling on the Kelly Basin line. We were travelling on the Kelly Basin line. We were travelling on the Kelly Basin line.